Dave from DNA Reptilia. This video is going to be my love-hate relationship with the Vision Hatchling Rack. Let's go. Now, like I said in the intro, this is a love-hate with this rack. You know, there's things about it that I actually really like, and there's two things that kind of suck. But I've had it for 2 years. I'm going to continue to have it because one of those issues I think I might be able to fix. But let's go over the positives. The biggest positive that this rack, which I got the 96, this can hold 96 V15s, which are like the Freedom Beater 5s, you know, without a cup holder, without side holes or anything like that, because it doesn't need side holes because, well, it's got really good ventilation. I gotta spray water in them every week. 96 placements, and for the going price that these actually go for now, this is the fully loaded one. It's got the heat cable, and it's got the slide locks, which I'll talk about them later, and also it's got the dividers in between there, so when you slide the tubs in there, that these little guys right here, when you slide the tubs in there, they actually don't slide off the side. It's a fully loaded model. $1,700 they're going for right now, and that priced per tub is $18 a tub. Now you compare that to an ARS rack, which is an ARS 10, ARS 1065, we'll say. That rack, fully loaded, similar, you know, with the heat cable and stuff like that, comes out to about $38, $39 per tub, and there's only 65 placements, but the tubs are bigger. Price per tub, insane. I have yet to completely fill this. I got open spaces right now because those tubs are clean. They're my rotating tubs for when I go through and I clean all the tubs. I have another tub set up. Since these aren't being used right now, I have a couple ready to go. Another thing that I actually wasn't sure if I was going to really mind much, because I know how heat tape is, I know how it heats up. But heat cable, it actually works pretty good. I'll put a link up here of the assembly of this rack and how I put the heat cable in, and then I will actually put up another link up there showing a video that I did of the infrared setting, or the infrared look inside these tubs when I open it up and see how the heat cable actually heats this. Now, having the heat cable spaced out far enough apart from each other actually gives a pretty decent hot spot for your ball pythons. One more thing to add to the I do like this list. Previous buyers of Vision racks didn't have this option. I was lucky enough to be able to get the first rack with this option, and that's with the gray tubs. These are actually made out of recyclable plastics, so better for the environment, that's for darn sure. The gray tubs actually helped out quite a bit because it kept the areas nice and dark for ball pythons, and out of the 2 years that I've had this rack, I've only had a few ball pythons not want to eat. Another plus, for the amount of ball pythons, the hatchlings I can have in this rack, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. You know, this is like 33 inches by 19 inches, and of course it goes darn near all the way up to the ceiling. I could have actually gotten a taller one, but I'm only 5'8". Now we're going to go on to things that I don't like. Like I said, Love, hate. Told you to love. Now I'm going to tell you to hate. The hate? Well, we've had a couple ball pythons escape from this system. That could be a big one. It's my assumption the reason why that these came about. They call these name tags. The original company, original Vision company, call these name tags. Put the name of the animal right there in front. Put it right in front. I call these locks, because then animal can't get out. I've had a couple animals get a little smart on me and actually was able to push these tubs forward from the inside. I think it's possible. It could be, since there is no texture here, there's no micro texture or anything. It's a smooth plastic surface, which and my theory is that they can get a hold of the plastic surface and push against with the tub and actually push the tubs forward. As you notice, when you push the tub forward, it catches about that far and it stops. But you notice there's still a gap right there. So I've had a few get out, haven't lost any. Found them because they usually end up in the back of the rack. Issue number one is actually kind of minor because there's a lot of different types of racks out there that have no locking system in the front and there's zero escapees. So it's like Freedom Breeders. There's no locking systems on the front. They're hanging style and they're smooth plastic, so maybe it's just a case of a smart snake. I don't know. So I can't really put that against Vision at this time. But this I can put against Vision, the original designer of these plates. Kind of goes along with what I just showed you. Slide it forward, it catches. It's kind of annoying, but I'll show you more. Catches, makes it hard. Hear that one? Hear that one? And there's a push. The thing is, what it's doing, it's hitting that rib, and then a rib way back there as it's going in. And this front lip right here is actually just a little bit taller. That's why when I pull the tubs forward, it catches. It catches right there on that lip. You gotta have to kind of like lift it up. And it's catching on that back one right there. It's catching on that back one right there at the exact same time that this one right here is. So it makes it even harder to push that last little bit. And that, my friend, makes it difficult to slowly open and close the tubs to not disturb your animals that you have in there. If they're sleeping, you're definitely going to wake them up and you're going to spill water. Hopefully you're able to fix something like that, because I did find a fix, and it involves a block plane. As you can see, I've done a little bit already just to make sure that it works. I did this shelf right here. A lot easier to slide in and out. Still heard it touching the ribs, but it didn't catch on the front lip. There's a different one. Go over to this one. Pretty. Basically what I had to do is block plane, come from over here, take a couple passes with the block plane, and just keep going until the tub actually slides without hitting and catching. I also did this side over here. That's nice how it slides in now. Now the row above it. The thing is, yeah, you can tighten and loosen these to make this as tight as you want. Well, as you can tell, I've had that middle one completely loose, and it's not helping. Alright, to finish up this video, I'm still going to use this rack. You know, since the biggest issue I had with it was the catching, I'm going to fix that. I'm a guy who likes to fix things. I like to dabble with things. I like to try to figure out things. It took me 2 years to figure out what the heck I need to do. I'm going to fix it. I love the rack. It heats up nice. The animals eat. There's plenty of ventilation. Don't have to worry about over humidifying each enclosure, each tub or whatnot. It's a good rack. The bang per buck is insane. You know, even if you do V18 tubs, you know, fill the whole thing with V18s instead of 96 V15s, you fill it with a 64 or whatever. I'll post it up here. It's still cheaper than an ARS rack. Granted, you don't get a cup holder, and the tubs are a little on the smaller side, but you can still fit 65 animals in it, or 64, or whatever. You can fit a lot of animals in it for the dollar. Being on carts, you're going to want to get the locking system just in case. You don't need to put a lock in front of every tub. Locking system. 2 per side. That's all you need. For what you see here, you actually can't be beat for anything that's out on the market currently right now, and with a really low lead time currently. Even with all the stuff that's going on in the world, Vision has still kept their lead time actually pretty small, which is cool. So that's a third positive thing. You know, they're able to get it to you a lot faster. So, with this said, make your own conclusions. See if you think you can deal with some issues, or you think there's other things that could be an issue. The heat cable, that's not an issue. Don't worry about the heat cable. It works. Trust me, it works. So, till next time, see you next week. This is Dave, signing out.